Welcome back to my Let's Play for Pokemon Silver in my mono fighting run. And it's time to track down Jasmine and Amphi, so we're gonna have to climb to the top of this lighthouse. Joy. Ugh. I have to admit, I'm starting to feel pretty tired at this point, but I still gotta try and push onwards, you know, because I want to try and get some PS2 game episodes done before, you know, the sun's up, because it's probably gonna end up hitting 100 degrees again tomorrow. Again. So the best time to record really is really early in the morning before all that heat can build up. But I have to admit, this is not the best matchup. And yeah, I went back and fought a couple of the other trainers to try and pick up some more experience for Bruce Lee here. I'm hoping this Noctowl will spend its time, you know, wasting its time. Or we'll get lucky and freeze it. Either or, you know. Well, at this point, I think it's a bit late. You know, we can't win the battle at this point. Unless it gets, like, a critical hit, I suppose. No, it's wasting its time with Foresight. Why, Noctowl? Why did you screw yourself so hard? You probably could have pecked your way to victory, instead you blew it. Well, whatever. If you want to make it easier on me, I guess I should just take advantage of it, right? Okay. Might as well take you on as well, you know? For the same reason. They are, huh? Well, the question is, can you even give me a good fight? I'm gonna bet on no, Huey. Hey, is Huey Lewis in the news? And after he lost in Pokemon battles, he decided to become a musician. He's like, man, being a Pokemon trainer sucks. I should make music instead. Okay. And I got an ice cube stuck in my mouth. Not a particularly big one, though. Okay. I think we can leave Bruce in. I wonder if someone's actually going to complain about me spitting that back out into my own cup. I'd honestly be surprised if that happened. If only because almost no one watches these. If I want attention doing Pokemon Let's Plays, I usually have to do something a bit more current or look at a more interesting mod, because playing the old school games, you know, as often as I have, really doesn't draw in that many hits, because they're really outdated and everyone knows it. I'm not using, you know, anything current as far as strategies go. Nor is it competitive play, so you can watch someone, you know, try and beat the crap out of someone else. Though I guess we can take out this guy's many, many Pidgeys. At least this isn't a ghost run, you know, where getting rid of his birds was a royal pain in the butt. Though I haven't been thinking about going back and doing another ghost run using just Mischievous, because when I did the original run, I didn't use any of them, because I wasn't willing to cheat on the grounds, you know, I had access to Ghastly, so I was like, well, I can get Ghastly and do that for my ghost run. Albeit that did mean almost my entire team was running the same moveset. Which would probably be the same problem if I did a run with Mischievous as well. Like, I'd end up running, you know, so many Pokemon that'd be using just the same moves. It'd be kind of annoying. Now, there are options you could build with Mischievous' moveset, I suppose. Or at least what I can learn with TMs, but there's not that many options even there you could build off of. At least in the early parts of the game. I mean, you can give them Rain Dance and Thunder, but you can't really buy Rain Dance until you can get to the Celadon department store, which means you have to be in the post-game content. You can find one in the Slowpoke well, but to get Thunder, well, you have to buy it in Goldenrod, which means I'm going to have to get the coin case and then I have to earn coins, which is very, very time-consuming. Now, you could do this fairly easily using the guessing game, if you're patient, but it's a very slow process, like I said, because you're only allowed to make so many high-volume bets on that. Like, if you're not very good at the coin machine, going with the cards is a very slow way of basically getting almost guaranteed growth that way. By taking advantage of the percentages. It's not a fun way to do it, though, because it takes freaking forever. Ugh. And buying Thunder would be sort of, is an option, but not one I really recommend. You could battle with a lot of people, get get lots of money that way, and then spend it all just to buy Thunder, so you can have like one move. But that's just such limited value, because you're going to want something better than that when you go against the Elite Four, probably. And I don't think any of the Mischievous learn, you know, Curse by default. So you'd have to give it to him. You can't even get that until you get to Celadon Mansion. Or the burned out, yeah, Celadon Mansion, yeah. Because there is no mansion on Cinnabar and Gen 2. You're just so horribly limited in your options there for what Mischievous could do to help you out, even as far as ghost moves go. In fact, I don't even think Mischievous learns a single ghost move. It learns Psywave instead of, you know, Nightshade. Which does, I think, 0.5 to 1.5 times your level in terms of damage, yeah. Has a little bit of variability there to make it a little bit more interesting than Seismic Toss. And that's the only attack you have until like level 27, when you learn Psybeam. You don't even learn Psychic. You also don't learn Hypnosis or anything, so you can't take advantage of Dream Eater. I mean, you could give Mischievous Dream Eater, but it has no way to actually set itself up to use it, so it'd be pointless. Like, yeah, this Pokemon learns Dream Eater, but unless the opponent, you know, uses Rest, it doesn't help you out at all. Ugh. I think we're just gonna head towards you know, Jasmine stuff. Because taking care of the others, you know, is just annoying right now. I might go back and finish them off as well, just for some extra experience. But even then, I honestly don't know if I want to go after them. We'll see. I suspect Bruce is going to be pretty played out by that point. But let's see what we can do against Meryl here. Whew, critical hit activated. Good. Well, that takes care of Connie. Yeah, your Pokemon. Just hand over your money in your wallet, will you? And I know we usually avoid this Sailor, but I still need some more experience to get to level 28. Ugh. And trainers do offer a bonus experience somewhat, because, you know, they're trainers. Their Pokemon are considered a bit stronger. Even if the trainers themselves don't know how to use them. Like, I'm guessing we're gonna see, you know, Bubble or something again. Yep. Called it. Like, this is one of those moves you would never use if you're training a Pokemon. Like, you'd ditch Bubble as soon as you could. You're like, give him Surf. I'd even take Water Gun or Bubble Beam. But Bubble? Like, seriously. Who uses Bubble as an attack? Unless they absolutely have to use it. And you'd think a Poliwhirl at that level would have, you know, more options, you know, to use. Okay, she gotta grab this real quick, and then get in a fight. Hey you, fight me. I may have to pick up the Tyrogue though. I honestly like having Meditate, and I don't want to give up Headbutt. Because after all, this does give Apachai, you know, a move it can use, you know, if it runs into something that resists fighting attacks, potentially. I honestly don't know if we're going to be able to beat this with Chop with, Bruce Lee here, though. I suppose it's going to depend on how powerful its counter is. Not good enough. Though we're definitely going to survive a second matchup against another, freaking Machop. Focus energy, huh? No. Ugh. I would think more highly of Focus Energy if it wasn't for the fact that, well, using it's next to impossible with this Pokemon. Like, as soon as you set up a Focus Energy, you're probably gonna die. Because most opponents are not gonna throw a bubble at you later on. They're gonna throw out something a bit more serious. Though, that bubble actually did screw me a little bit by slowing me down. But even so, it didn't win at the battle. Which is pretty sad considering, you know, how weakened I was at that point. Yeah, I'll switch. Get out there, Apachai. You haven't had much to do for a while now. Might as well let you have some fun with this Machop, right? Plus, it means I don't have to listen to that constant, you know, annoying noise going off in the background from having low health. It always irritates me when the game does that. I don't know why, it just really gets on my nerves, because it's so annoying to listen to. Ugh. But that takes care of that. Ugh. Well, Ernest was earnestly defeated. Now hand over your money, dude. Ugh. Okay, time to talk to Jasmine. Yeah, I know, it always kept the lighthouse lit at night, but for right now it's too sick, it can't do it. You're right, you can't leave Anthony unattended, so I should take care of it. Of course, this is making me feel like the cops or something again. Like, why do I always get stuck fixing all these problems? Ugh. I know it's supposed to be a reminder about how we should care about all Pokemon, even the sick and dying ones, but gosh darn, you look at that stuff and you're like, can someone else please take care of this mess? Like, someone with the ability to fly straight to Cianwood and back, you know? Instead, I'm gonna have to go out there, catch a Poliwag, then surf my way across the ocean. Oh well, that's enough for this episode. Till next time, then. See ya.